Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do another event here, this time with Sultai Squirming Emergence. Um, and this is post Duskmorn. A lot of people are asking me why I'm not playing a lot more Duskmorn cards. I've been going over this last few days with my chat on Twitch. We have been trying some new ones. We've got Valgavoth. I tried this in the main deck, and I found it was not as good as Atraxa most games. Like, they either have ways to make you sacrifice a creature, or a lot of decks have sweepers, like Domain. A lot of decks are playing Liliana of the Veil and stuff like that, and it just doesn't ETB and do anything. It's also harder to reanimate because it's 9 and not 7. There's many reasons why it's better than Atraxa against some decks that only have spot removal and no sack effects, and like against aggro, they get slammed by this. But Atraxa is already so good against aggro, it's not that much of a difference, really. And I do have it in the sideboard, though, because it is graveyard hate. Once you do get it into play against another deck that's trying to do graveyard things, it exiles anything that would go to their graveyard. So it's like a Leyline of the Void. So we're playing those in the sideboard, but back to the main deck here. For those of you not familiar with the deck, it's a reanimation deck. So you're trying to put giant things into your graveyard and then bring them back. So you have the giant thing package. 2, 6, 7, 8. I'm playing, I think between 7 and 9 targets is the magic number. I'm playing 8, and I don't know if you want to count this as 9. And you're trying to reanimate this big stuff with Squirming Emergence, which brings any non-land permanent back to the battlefield if its mana cost is equal to or less than the number of permanents you have in your graveyard. So the rest of the deck in the early game is all self-milling. Archaeologist mills 3, and you get to put a spell in your hand. So you go get to find that Squirming Emergence or that, whatever you need. Founding of the Third Path. Founding is probably the second best card in the deck after Squirming Emergence. It on turn 2, it lets you cast 4 mana worth of spells. So you go Founding into the adventure side of Picklock Prankster, mill 4, then untap. Turn 3, you mill 4 as it goes to chapter 2. That alone is enough to reanimate Atraxa. So sometimes you have turn 3 Atraxas. If you mill a Squirming Emergence, the next turn, turn 4, it goes to chapter 3, and you get to cast Squirming Emergence anyway and reanimate Atraxa. So this card is really what sets up the really quick Atraxas, and it's very powerful. But you can still do it with Prankster and Archaeologist. Wail of the Forgotten, another 2-mana mill card. 80% of the time when you cast this, it's the third mode. You're looking at the top 3, putting 1 in your hand, Squirming Emergence, Founding, some good enabler, putting the other 2 in the graveyard, trying to put as many permanents in the graveyard as you can, as quickly as you can. That, of course, plays very nicely with Terror Tide, which is just kill everything. It doesn't care about Indestructible. It doesn't care about, creatures dying and doing damage equal to their power, which is a big theme right now in a lot of the aggro decks with Heartfire Hero and Phyrexian, whatever. There's a red Phyrexian card, I think, that does the same thing. This doesn't care about any of that, which is really nice. So Terror Tide's a fantastic wrath. Just being 4 mana and killing everything and not caring about things like Indestructible and other stuff is great. Harvester's the other kind of 2-mana spell. It's a 2-mana removal spell that puts itself in the graveyard, and sometimes you reanimate this against low-to-the-ground creature decks and it sweeps them. It's very good, but... and Wail, late in the game, when this is fully powered up, it's 2 mana to bounce a permanent, make them discard a card. Bouncing any non-land permanent is so good at just, like, getting some, what is it called? Urabrask's Forge down to 0 counters and just resetting it. That saves you or whatever. Bitter Triumph is the other 2-mana card that is not an enabler. It is, but not in the same way. We're not milling cards with it. It's the only 2-mana card that doesn't put itself in the graveyard and is a permanent. But it's so important in this deck to let you discard your big stuff when you do naturally draw this, or you have one of these things in your opening hand. Bitter Triumph killing any creature or planeswalker, and the downside is actually an upside in your deck, makes it so good. You don't need to play any other discard. You don't need to play Liliana. You don't need to play, I don't know, whatever other nonsense you want to try. But this deck used to play like Scholar. I can't remember his name. Blue Scholar that 2/2 flying vigilance ETBs, draw 2, discard 2. You don't have to mess with any of that crap anymore. Heart, not Burnished Heart, some other heart. Deer, that adventure card that back in the day we were doing that kind of stuff, but now Bitter Triumph's so good. You don't need to mill, you don't need to discard with that stuff. You just discard with this. That's the deck. Mana's pretty straightforward. Only one creature land. You need a lot of untapped lands quickly. If you don't have a lot of, quick untapped lands, you can't combo off on the first 3-4 turns. One basic plains to help cast Atraxa. Basically everything in this deck can be cast. It's not a reanimator deck like you used to have in Legacy and other formats where you were reanimating Iona and reanimating Blazing Archon and these cards that you could never ever cast in a million years. It's not like the creativity deck where if you draw the worm, Worldspine Worm, you're like, oh my god, like I can't cast this card. This deck can actually cast everything. So if getting an early Lumra into play means now you don't even need to reanimate anything. You can just hard cast all your big stuff. So you just can shrug off graveyard hate if you resolve this. If they have a Rest in Peace after you've Lumra'd, the Rest in Peace doesn't matter. It's great. So the mana's good. You're playing basic planes over something like a Cavern of Souls or whatever because playing 1 planes with 4 Fabled Passage means you have 5 outs to get your planes later and cast your Atraxa, not just 1. You know what I mean? Having 5 planes in your deck is really nice. Cavern of Souls not being fetched, Cavern of Souls not casting your well, I guess this, planes doesn't really cast anything else either in this deck, to be honest, but anyway, the uncounterable is worth less than having 5 copies in your deck. The sideboard, the one of Jace, of course, is in here as your alternate win condition. Many matches, you will just opt to Jace. If the game goes long, you're playing against Domain, you're playing against Control, you're playing against a deck that drew a lot of cards, mono-white mid-range or white-black mid-range with Caretaker's Talents. They get to 30 cards, you just go Jace, mill, Squirming Jace, mill, and they're dead. A lot of times you just do it 3 times in a turn. You Lumra, you have like 15 mana, you go Jace, and then Squirming Jace, and then Founding, Flashback, Squirming Jace. And that's like 45 cards. Almost any deck, even if they're not self-milling or drawing lots, is just dead to that. So having 1 Jace is just, you increase the win rate of the deck by a huge amount. Gives you another way to just slam the door. You don't care how much life they have. It doesn't matter if you've got 5 cards in your deck and they've got 45 and they've got 50 life. Like the game looks unwinnable, you just Jace, and they're dead. So you got the other one on the board as well for the same reason. Everything else pretty self-explanatory. This is to beat other graveyard hate. People are going to side in Rest in Peace against you and all sorts of stuff. The Leyline of the Void is legal and standard now. We've got Agatha Soul Cauldron. There's things like Soul Guide Lantern people will play. There's a vacuum now. There's a vacuum trying to suck up my graveyard. So this deals with all that kind of stuff. So that's the deck. We're going to run it through a 5-match event today. I will see you in round 1. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 1 with Sultai Squirming Emergence winning the die roll like a champ. Ugh. I mean, I'd love a blue source here. Should I mulligan this? God damn, I am going to mulligan that. Okay. This is acceptable. We'll go either Archaeologist on 2 or Founding into Triumph, but yeah, it's probably... no, I was going to say it might be Lizards, but they don't play this land. Surveil. This could be Domain. Oh my god. And then we top deck the Picklock. That is much better. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I put 2 Terror Tide. And the Atraxa. If we had milled 4 permanents, we'd have a turn 3 Atraxa. Very, very likely here. But I milled 2 of my spells. I only have like 10 spells in the deck. Something like that. Damn. Oh, lucky for you. But it doesn't matter here. Just give me a land. Oh, yes. Wait, they took Fallaji Archaeologist? You gotta be kidding me, right? Ooh, 4 permanents. God. If one of those Terror Tides... I also needed the land, though, but... I'm gonna keep that on top. And I could bitter Triumph here. I think I will. Probably discard Terror Tide. And then we get an Atraxa on turn 4 here, and let's see what they can do about that. Did I mill a Squirming? No, I didn't mill a Squirming. Okay. It's crazy that I have no permanent to discard here to this to get to 7. What could I do here? That's super annoying. I'm not going to be able to Squirming back an Atraxa here with the card with the thing I'm exiling from the yard. So I'm going to exile Terror Tide, not cast it. And then let's, that'll go to the yard. Now we can Atraxa here. Okay. Turn 4 is still good for Atraxa. That's still very tough to beat. Yeah. So that's Atraxa coming back next turn again if they kill it. Let's get another green source here. Yeah, double black.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mark. You're saying, yeah. I mean, we didn't top deck it or anything. We had the win there. They took Fallaji instead of Squirming, and then the second bat was going to take Squirming, but not good enough. Okay. I don't know. I thought it was red-black lizards, but I don't know what my opponent's playing. All they've done is play 2 bats this game. FOMO. Okay. I presume they can kill my Atraxa, right? No. Oh boy. Well, if I get to connect with Atraxa, this game's over. They can take the thing. Yeah, that's fine. Founding. So, I mean, I'm gonna punch with Atraxa here. Ouch. Okay, let's cast this into Picklock. Mill. Get a spell. See what we rip. Wail. And a Bitter Triumph. They don't even have Delirium yet. I'm very tempted to Wail, but I'm gonna take Bitter Triumph. I think I'm gonna play this. Hearsay, what's up? Adjust cam. Oh, thank you. Yes. Cam, my bad. Sorry, everybody watching on YouTube. Had to do the intro for the video. Forgot to move the camera back. My bad. I'm blocking the cards. Yes, you guys got to alert me. You gotta. I'm gonna stop just drinking this beer. It's empty. Nice, Bruins. And it's not beer. It's a can. It's an empty can. Let's see. 33. I'm gonna go 4 more here. Lums, not bad. No lands. Punch you in the face. Oh, what did they play? Oh, I can't gain life. Huh. That's rude. Okay. Guess so. I can Wail that next turn if I want. I think I'm just gonna go Founding again here. Chapter 1. Triumph. Discard. Kill this. Lose Atraxa, I think. Pick those locks. They're at 6 life, so even though I can't gain life, I don't think it matters. When I am dealt damage. That is crazy. Okay. FOMO. Sorry, guys. Apologize for the camera. Thank you for alerting me, Hearsay. Yeah, you've gotta do a sound alert, otherwise I will ignore you guys because I'm trying to record this for YouTube. I do that every time. I think I'm gonna be changing the stupid YouTube thing. Oh, you know what? As well, we can probably be a little smaller here. Maybe that's better. I was covering up Planeswalkers before. Okay. I mean, I'd probably just Portal here, right? I can mill you. Yeah. Have you been to Phyrexia? It's really nice this time of year. Let me show you. Welcome. Here's a luau. Native barbed wire. A luau? Is that what they're called? A luau? Do we have any Hawaiians in here? Nobody has ever said that before on a plane. Are there any Hawaiians? Is anyone from Hawaii on this plane? I'm going to... What am I going to side in here? I don't know what my opponent's deck is doing. It's a red-black aggro deck. I mean... Malicious Eclipse is not great here. A bunch of their stuff is going to grow. Terror Tide is good. I think Valgavoth should be very hard for them to beat, right? This guy's shutting off life gain. I could bring in Frillback. They do have enchantments. This guy's an artifact as well. These are enchantments. I think Frillback's looking good here. Should I try Valg? I'm gonna ditch Jace. I'm gonna ditch one with the multiverse. And I'm definitely gonna ditch some whales here. Tidebinder. Tidebinder's interesting. Shuts off this guy for good. A lot of their stuff is triggered or ETB. How much room do I have for this, though, is the problem. Harvester? I'll ditch Harvester. I try one Valg? I'm gonna bring in a couple TBs. Let's try this. It's a combo deck. Oh, really? Slasher, Bloodletter, and the enchantment kills you? Slasher? Oh, Bloodletter? What does Bloodletter say? When it ET... No. Oh, when they lose life, you gain life. But why? Half? Is it just a bunch of halves stacking? Is that what's... Yeah, it's the half and half stacking, right? Basically. And then taking half and then the other half, basically. I see. Well, I mulliganed... Did I mulligan to 5 that game? No, that was the match before we started, right? I definitely mulliganed last game, but no good. I have to mulligan again here. That was the match before I took on this event. Oh boy. Well, this is ugly. I'm gonna try this. I think I'm gonna definitely lose this game, but nice. I was gonna say I have to hope to draw some mill here, and then maybe we have a chance. The ghost vacuum. Sure. This is why we side in frillbacks. Ghost vacuum. God damn. Oh, I milled a frillback. Come on. We have 2 more. And Tidebinder shuts that off, right? Sure. Start sucking. That deck sucks. Let me tell you. that's mean. I mean, you know what I mean, right? The Flowbee. It sucks as it cuts. Pass? Start sucking. Keep sucking. Dear God. Yeah, we'll see what happens. They're playing some goofy bullshit. Combo deck, huh? I will block. You will gain life. I will mill cards. And then it does something later, right? Yeah, like infinite mana, and it makes a copy of something. Sure. Whoa, milling non-permanents there does not feel great. At least they get to kill stuff. Squirming, nice. Pull that into my hand. I think I can play one of these. Now I can threaten a double block on Osseous Stick Twister. Twist his stick! Twist it! I don't think that Stick Twister is gonna be getting to Delirium. We'll see though. It's a cool card. I like this card. In Limited, it's fantastic. I mean, just look at how many words are on it. You know it's good. It's got so many words. Look at this fine font. That's how you know these cards are good. Giant paragraphs. Mine too. That's how Magic is. Look at how many words this card has. It's the best one. There's the Bloodletter. Okay, let's see if I can find a Terratide. I did mill one randomly. Maybe I should have taken one into my hand. So I can Bitter Triumph Atraxa. They're gonna vac it up. Vac it up. I've got to set up a turn where I can squirm, they exile whatever, and then I just squirm again and get the thing. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. This guy doesn't do anything until they play something that damages me, right? Yep. Frillbacks, tide binders, any frillbacks. We've got one in the yard. I've got 2 more in the deck and 2 tide binders to deal with this. I'm also just working on... Oh, come on. I need a Terror Tide now. See if they swing with the team. Really? Interesting. Okay. I die. Not amazing. Not amazing. No attacks. Yeah, I need to find another green source maybe, but I don't know. Leaving Atraxa in my yard there, so maybe I can... But yeah, I just don't have a way to double... I only have 1 green mana here. Sure. So how much life do I lose? Half of half of half? I lose. Got it. Okay. Well, that's what mulligans are gonna do to me here. Mull no bueno. So Tidebinder pretty good here. What should I cut? About 1 Lumra. That'll be okay. Want to keep all the Terror Tides. Yeah, it's interesting, but I don't know. Combo decks that lose to cut down doesn't feel great to me. Your combo piece is a 2/3 creature that has to connect. I think the vacuum was good, and we didn't find a sideboard card, so one person finds sideboard cards, the other doesn't. That's usually gonna be the game. Need to find our Frillbeezies. Really, on turn 1? Oh, nice. Okay. I'm not gonna drop Founding yet. See if we can find some lands first. That doesn't matter. Should I pay the life? Yeah, I don't really care. Because the life doesn't matter. They're just gonna take it all in one fell swoop, so it's fine. Frillback, baby! Hope you packed all the vacuums. All the cleaning equipment. Nice. Pass. Can I dodge bat 1 time? They already have 1 less bat in their deck. What are the odds they have 2 bats? Slim, as it turns out. Nice. Eat their graveyard hate. That's atrocious. I don't know. Oof, those cards are... Yikes. The Auto Tapper wants to fuck me here. It's crazy. The Auto Tapper never ever wants to pay a single life for mana with a Pain land. Never. 5 vacuum. Alright. Let's see if they drew 2 vacuums. That would be hilarious. Prankster was a good draw. I think I would have played Founding no matter what there, but okay. Permanence. Yeah, I'll attack, sure. 4 permanents, Founding goes to 8, and then maybe I reanimate something immediately here. Can I mill a Lumra? That would be great. Screaming Nemesis, dear God. No Delirium, though. Yeah, I blocked that thing. I think it's time to Terror Tide here. Oh. Can't gain life, huh? Darn. Atraxa? Yeah. Let's refill. Valgavoth should be pretty good. I don't think they have a way to kill that. However, I can't gain life, apparently. Sideboard cards. I'll take the Swamp. And pass. Sure. That's coming back next turn. Oh, I'm supposed to... Oh, right. Oops. Yeah, I was gonna say. Nice. Atraxa. Oh, you know what? Let's try Valgavoth. I've got 9. Let's see if Valgavoth is relevant here. Bam. Founding into Portal? Or into Picklock? Sure. Sure. Terratide's good. No attacks? Yeah, fuck it. We're attacking. Okay. Let's see if they can kill Valgavoth. I have another creature to sacrifice if they have Sholdred's Edict or Liliana or something. Unstoppable. I think I can mill them now. Yeah, let's see what you've got there. Fear of missing out. Oh, 2 combat steps? Oh, it's got to attack, though. I think I like Bat here, actually, but... let's go to combat first. Sure. Yep. Vacuum. Oh, your deck is Dunzo, isn't it? Dunzo. Could gain some life here. Let's just play Fear of Missing Out. Discard Picklock. Okay, I'm gonna frill back and gain some life. Oh, right. Oops. Right. My bad. Forgot about this stupid emblem. Okay, GG. My bad. First time playing against these mythics. That 3/3 is spicy, but Ghost Vacuum, boonk, got him. No vacuums for you. Okay, I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round 2. Okay, I keep. Let's go for this. Ugh, I didn't think we were playing Codenames today, to be honest. Nobody said anything until after I started my stream. And I know Charlie said he couldn't make it, so I was like, there's a new set out. I should have just called it off. That's on me. Oh my god, is this blue-white control? I have not seen a blue-white control deck in a dog's age. Maybe it's a... No? Is it blue-white control? No? What the fuck is this? Artifacts! Oh man, awesome. Okay, I love this. Somebody's doing some fun stuff with artifacts here. What am I gonna play this turn? I think it's gonna be Picklock. I wouldn't mind tossing this Lumra. Abilities cost less, and then whenever you cast an artifact, you investigate. I'm just gonna kill this thing now, I think. I'm gonna kill this thing now. We'll ditch Lumra. Wow. Cool. I love blue-eyed artifacts. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that's nice. I don't have any answer to that. That might win them the game. If they have it on turn 3 or 4 here, like early enough that they can start jamming artifacts, I might be in trouble here. Okay, we've got Picklocks though, which is nice. I've got double green in hand. Let's get blue. That way I can go Picklock, leave up Picklock. Yeah, go. Okay, interesting. Haven't played against... What? Oh, make it Power Stone. And there's Urza. Because of course. Okay. They can't counter anything. Spider. Yeah, that's pretty good. Do I care about Urza? I think I want to Picklock here. I want to let Urza happen. I don't give a shit. He already did his job. I couldn't stop them from playing a cheap spell here. I get a Power Stone too? Bonus. Oh, come on. Squirming, baby. Where are the Squirmings at? Little unlucky here. I mean, obviously I'm gonna kill Urza here. I think I'm discarding Harvester. I'm gonna set up for a Terror Tide next turn. So I'm not gonna play the Prankster. They only have 2 cards left, so unless they have a way to draw cards, Simpson's not gonna keep pumping out artifacts. Oh, that's the way to draw cards. Okay. They had it all. Jeez. Pretty lucky. But Simpson's a weird deck. If you don't draw the Simpson, the deck is really bad. You gotta draw Simpson every single game. If you don't, the whole deck looks like a, mediocre, tier 2, like a bad version of Control, right? But when you have this, it's very powerful. Very, very powerful. Yep, that's what I would do. Like I said, card advantage. That's what they needed. Ooh, and I can bounce it? I like that. See if we can find a Squirming Emergence in the top 3 cards. Can jam a portal out of the graveyard? Oh, fuck off. Really? God damn it. This is, we're halfway through our deck. We've got to find the answer. Our key card here, Squirming Emergence. They went 13 cards deep and already found their key card. We've got to find ours. That doesn't matter. Sure. Squirming? Any Squirmings? Top 4 cards. Still digging. No Squirming. Okay. Man, I can almost make them... Yeah, let's just bounce this garbage. It's so expensive for them to replay. Oops. It tapped. Oh yeah, no, I had no choice there, right? Come on, man. Okay, we're 27 cards left in library. Still haven't seen a single Squirming Emergence. Dear God. Yep, pretty lucky. They're 2 to my 0. Come on, man. Squirming off the top for Portal. This game, I think, is actually still just over if I get the Portal into play. Sure, yeah. Go as hard as you can. You've got a very small, shrinking window to do it. Yeah. So is it Atraxa first or Portal? Now it's tough. We've got Emperor next turn. Bouncing my Portal's obviously terrible for them. I think it's got to be just Portal here, right? Yeah. 26 in deck. Let's just play one of these guys out of the sideboard. Or out of the adventure land, I mean. That way I can block that Restless Anchorage. And you can do whatever you want with this garbage Planeswalker. Emperor is not a good card. I was so excited when they spoiled this card. I thought, oh, this is going to be great, and blah, blah, blah. It's just never been good enough. This is, yeah, they're doing some stuff here, blinking or whatever. Like, Mightstone, Weakstone is really the best card with this, but... yeah, I'm good on your graveyard. Should I ramp Infinite here? Or just jam Atraxa? Yeah, it's Atraxa. I think, and then we're gonna kill their Emperor here, yeah. So what do I bounce here? Make them discard their last card. It's Planar Bridge. Sure. Okay, let's go Founding. Bitter Triumph. You. Don't need Darkslick. Okay. Go. Okay, they're top deck mode. I like where we're at here. They weren't able to draw a ton of cards because they tossed... What the hell is this? You would create one or more artifact tokens plus a map. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact token you control. Wow. Okay. Wow. Spicy. A map. Okay, I love it. What do I feel like getting here? Lumra's pretty insane. I don't think they're ever killing that. I only have 17 cards left, but let's get all our lands back. That feels pretty good to me. There's Jace. Okay, there's Squirming. You mill 4. I'm just gonna deck them here with Jace. I think it's easier. Swing with all my vigilant attackers. Jace. Is there a way to make all their creatures unblockable or something? That would be crazy. Let's take a look. End the turn. Hellish Norn in the main deck. Dear Lord. Spicy deck. Temporal Anchor. Wow. What is it? At the beginning of this guide too, whenever you choose one or more cards to put on the bottom of your library, exile that many cards from the bottom. So whatever you scry to the bottom, you can play for free. Drafna! Wow. Oh, this is a wild one. God damn. Cool. Crazy. Crazy deck. Sure. Interesting. Okay. They top deck. Cool artifact deck. Very nice. Mine is much more focused. They're playing all these random different things. I think you should just build around this, play a tight... You know, this is all you need. So just have the rest of your... have the rest of your deck be... stuff to let you survive, to play this and get advantage off this, right? Like, this is such a win more card. It's crazy. This does nothing by itself. Absolutely nothing. I think I would avoid playing cards like that if it was my deck, but I still think it's cool to see. I love it, but I can't help but like think, oh, this can't be better than that. Like, why are you doing, you know, my natural inclination is to critique every card and say, ooh, would I play that? Would I put that in my deck? And I almost always say, oh, like that seems like, right? That's the definition of a win more card, right? Yeah, Jack, I know, man. Sorry, I should have called it off today. I'm going to be a little bit late. We'll do it after this, but I'm recording this for YouTube, and it's running overtime, so I will stop after this. I'll maybe finish this up on my own after. Sideboard. Tidebinder seems absolutely insane here. Valgavot's no good. Frillback is very good. Anything that blows up artifacts and creatures. I like Duress and Negate a lot here. Like, everything in their deck is a non-land or a non-creature permanent, except like this and the other Thran Spider and yeah, like one Urza. I'm gonna definitely bring in. I want Duress and Negate. What am I cutting? Bouncing stuff is not amazing. Harvester goes. Terror Tide. Take out Jace. I don't love Portal. Is Wail worse than Archaeologist, or is Archaeologist worse than Wail? I'm not blocking very much on the ground, but those big giant 9/9s or whatever, I don't mind chumping. Am I ditching Wail? Like, take out all the Whales? Bitter Triumph is not amazing here, but I needed to discard cards. It hits Planeswalkers. Let's try that. We'll cut the Whales, see what happens. Demonic Council. Yeah. Wail and Demonic Council? You can't have both? Well, you could play one Demonic Council. I still think I would like to explore that more. I think Demonic Council is good, but can definitely keep this. Anytime I have these two cards in my opening hand, I keep. I'm a simple man. If I founding into a Picklock, I'm happy. Okay, not the best draw there, but I'm over it. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. Got him. All right, I guess we wait for a frillback now. Sure. Turn 2 rest in peace. Pretty lucky. That's why they sided in. Let's see if I can beat them up with frillback here. Come on, frills. Big frills. Pass. Mm-hmm. It's funny. Picklock can still find me cards in my graveyard, or find me spell like a spell before they get exiled. It's very weird the way it's worded, but sure. Okay, let's see if this is good enough. My opponent's already down to 3 cards in hand. Mm-hmm. I think if I find a frillback, we're gonna be a-okay. Nope. Could have played a tap land there, save the passage, but okay, sure. We'll get another black. Go. Mm-hmm. Nice. Getting to do it all here. Valgavoth? This is the matchup for Valgavoth? Why? What do you mean? It's not a good match for Valgavoth at all. Oh, Elish Norn. So now I need a Bitter Triumph into the frillback here. And I'm drawing all lands. That feels kind of bad. I took out Terror Tide. Okay. Drawing not a land would be nice. I drew 1 spell this game, and it was an 8-drop. Sure. So Rest in Peace ends up not mattering here. I wouldn't have been able to do much, I think, even if I had drawn Squirming Emergence or whatever. Mm-hmm. Is there a chance eventually I get to 8 mana and cast this? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Sure. I drew all lands this game. I need to find not a land, please. I can cast Atraxa, but it doesn't do anything now with Elish Norn. Oh my god. I drew all lands. It's crazy. Sure. So, we're never winning that game in a million years. It doesn't matter what my opponent does, I guess. Let's run it back. Why is Valgavoth? Why do you think Valgavoth would be good here? Jackson, I'll be there in a minute. Sorry, I wasn't even gonna play today. I should have just canceled it, and I was like, is anybody here? Nobody said anything. So once I start streaming, I don't check Discord. I didn't even know you guys were waiting. So I'll sorry if you guys want to wait a little bit. I'll be there. Otherwise, let me know if you guys don't want to play. Like if you want to, already start, then yeah, let me know. Did you respond before I started streaming? I think you responded after I was streaming. I checked. I don't know. It was like maybe 15 minutes before I started, and there was no message. But I don't know when you did respond. I'll check after. Anyway, give me a minute. Yeah, this is fine. Maybe I should keep Terror tied in. I don't know. These rogue decks are bizarre. I have no idea what to sideboarding against these decks. Like they're, I don't know what they're sideboarding. I don't know what their like weird silver bullet pet cards are. Like I have no idea. Mm-hmm. So we have to just hope. I mean, now I know they're siding in Rest in Peace, so I did bring in the frillbacks correctly, but let's see. That's a nice one. Oof. If I catch them with the Rest in Peace and they've got tap lands, that is hilarious. Duress. Rest in Peace? Aww. Braided Net doesn't matter. Let's take that. And I'm gonna definitely Picklock on end step here. Yeah, Rest in Peace has to come down in the first 3 turns, or else we might be able to just go off. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Sure. Play or do nothing. So they have a random card in hand. No Squirmings? No Squirmings. Okay, more chances to find Squirming. Pass. Okay, can we get a Squirming here? We've got a one with the multiverse in the yard. If I can get a Squirming off the top, I can slam Atraxa and play 17 mana worth of spells in one turn. That should be pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, next turn they're going to have Elesh Norn, so now's the time, please. Squirming Emergence. One time. We're almost halfway through our deck here. There it is. I win. And why not two? Yep. Ooh, another Squirming? Hold up. Oh, I could Lumra? Ah, it's just Atraxa. They say nice. Yeah, that's what our deck is trying to do. Yeah. So, I don't know. Is that lucky? I think it's just kind of how we designed the deck to play, right? I think I'd rather leave up Negate here. Let's just pass. This game's over. I can discard Picklock. Yeah, with Negate up, we're done here. Play Elesh Norn, sure. Oof. Dismantled. Dismantled. Still want to leave up Negate, I think. Let's pass the turn. Frill back on top means I can kill whatever I want next turn. Braided Net does nothing. It doesn't matter right now, but negate it. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should just let Rip resolve. With one with the multiverse in play, it's irrelevant here what they have. Yeah. Scry away, homie. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't kill them. Just reef off top. Emergence. Can I kill them? I can't put one more point of power on the battlefield. That's unfortunate. Let's zero this. Kick. Kick. That's it. Yep. Alright. Round 2 in the books. We're 2-0. We'll keep cruising. The artifact deck looked interesting, but Squirming Emergence. Next round. See you there. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 3. I'm wearing a different shirt because it's a different day. We had to stop the event a little bit early, but we're back, baby. We're 2-0. Winning the die roll like a goddamn champion. I can't play my blue spells, but I am going to keep this because Bitter Triumph, Harvester of Misery, and I have a Surveil land here. No. Unfortunate. I really don't like milling non-permanents. You've got to mill the permanents. But we found a blue source, so I'm glad I milled it. Always chapter 1 going into Pixie here. Doing the mill thing. And there's an Atraxa and a bunch of permanents. Not enough. Only 3. Yeah, I pull a Terror Tide, okay. But this guy goes to the yard. Yes. Okay. There's a Squirming. Beautiful. So we've got Squirming next turn for Atraxa. All I have to do is Harvester of Misery, kill the Bronco. I'm going to do that now. Yep. And now we have turn 4 Atraxa. Can green-black mid-range beat a turn 4 Atraxa? I don't think so. This is not going to do it, buddy. Oh, should I go Lumra? I have 5 cards. No, I'm gonna go Lumra, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's so crazy to just ramp super hard here. Then I can just slam one with the multiverse and, like, win the game, basically. Wow! Really? Oh my god, I milled 2 more Squirmings. That's awkward. Okay. No blocks. Glissa's stock went way up. Being able to blow up enchantments just by hitting the opponent is very good right now. With all the the Bale Mercs running around, sitting there on Impending, they have to. Everybody has to kill Glissa on sight. Yep, deal. All right, any land and I can slam one with the multiverse. That's pretty good. Passage on the top. I don't care about Liliana. Should I Terror Tide? Yeah, maybe I will. Okay, leave Liliana here. I'll discard, I could discard Picklock, actually. I'm looking for Foundings here, and Picklock doesn't find me one. I milled 2 Foundings and 3 Squirmings very early. But Lumra didn't ramp us really very high. I mean, turn 5, 1 with the multiverse is not bad, but... Sure. But 1 with the multiverse means we're going to plow through our decks, so they have to kill it. Whoa, what is this? Manifesting, huh? Fascinating. Top card is... Portal to Phyrexia. I'll take one of those. Top card is land. Let's shuffle that away. Actually, I'm going to get that white source off the top. Perfect. That's mine. What else is on top? Fallaji? Jam Fallaji here. What else is on top? Fabled Passage. Let's mill that. Jace! Jazzy J. How you doing, homie? I think this game's over. I think this game's already over. I've got 15 in my yard. Let's mill ourselves. Oh, Atraxa, come on. Okay, Bitter Triumph off the top. Let's discard a card, kill Lily. You see how crazy you can go with 1 with the multiverse. It's like draws you 1,000,000 cards in 1 turn. Okay, looking good. Yeah, bat me. I think I'm going to pull back Atraxa out of the yard here. Haunt Woods Shrieker. Yeah, 1 with the multiverse and portal? This game's over, Earl Ross. Scoop it up, homie. Not yet, huh? Okay. Take a Bitter Triumph. Yeah, Squirming Emergence. Okay, and a Wail. 20 cards in my library. Darkslick off top. Am I gonna kill them with damage or decking here? Damage or decking? What does this guy do? When he attacks, manifest dread. What should I do with Jace here? Should I minus? I'm gonna do this, and I'm not going to look at the top 3. I'm just gonna get rid of their Hauntwood Shrieker here. I haven't played a free spell yet. I could squirm something back, but I think I'm gonna squirm back Jace to deck them. That's probably gonna be our play here. I've got the Reef in hand. Just play another body and pass. Not even gonna use my free spell this turn. Go. I'm at 19 cards. I don't want to deck myself here. They top deck. Yeah. Nice draw, but I don't think that's enough. Thank you. Okay. So they're going to bring in some, yeah, like Liliana. I can't play Valgavoth. They're going to bring in some graveyard hate. What is it going to look like? It's probably going to be Tranquil Frillback for sure, but are they going to have something else? What else could they have? Green, black? They're going to have Leyline? Either way, I'm going to bring in my own Frillback. Frillback's something I can't really deal with. They're just going to exile my thing. So I could bring in Tidebinder to deal with Frillback. That might be one of the best ways to stop their graveyard hate, actually. And Jace. Jace could still be a good game-winning card. I think I like Terror Tide. They are a creature-based deck. They should be taking Liliana out of their deck. I can kill Bronco and Bat with Malicious Eclipse, but not the other stuff. So Malicious is not really exciting here. I don't think I'm going to need 1 with the multiverse. Wail is okay. And I don't know about Jace. Jace is sketchy. I'm going to cut 2 Wails and a Jace, and let's see how this goes. Could be Vacuum, yep. Ley lines. Could be ley line. I haven't seen a ton of ley lines because a lot of people aren't crafting it. Like, there's so much other graveyard hate already in the format that I think a lot of people, it's a rare wildcard thing, maybe. I don't know. Otherwise, I haven't seen a single ley line yet, and I played against a lot of black decks. Some of them are playing Stone Brain still. Some of them have, yeah, the vacuum people have crafted. That is a rare though, so it's kind of the same thing. It's a new card and a rare, so people would have had to craft that, I guess, or maybe open it. I think I'm gonna keep this. Blue on 1. Still gonna crack my fetch here, actually. But now that I've got a blue, I can get a black on 1. And then I'll have double black later for Terror of the... Terror Tide, I mean. So I could Founding into Wail here. It's tempting. Oh, Picklock? Never mind. Okay, this could be a turn 3 Atraxa here. Let's see. Yeah, I top deck Picklock. Ooh, there's a Squirming... Okay, if I mill 4, yeah, 4 permanents in the yard. If I mill 4 cards with Founding here and I get an Atraxa into the graveyard, we've got a turn 3 Atraxa on the draw. But on the play would be even more ridiculous. There's a Frillback, too slow. Too slow. Oh, you luck sack. You lucky bastard. Ooh, my opponent well, they need an untapped land here, but if they do, they need a Duress and the Frillback and the land. Ooh, very lucky. Oh, another Squirming. Oh, and we didn't hit it anyway. That's rough. Okay, so what am I doing here? They're gonna play Frillback. Huh. So what do I do? I'm just gonna play this, and pass. I want to see if they have the untapped land here. That is very lucky, though, boy. Oh, you luck sack. Like, as you can see, their graveyard hate is too slow. We would have actually had a turn 3 Atraxa. Had I milled one there, it would have been good enough, but they had the Duress. Jeez. Yep, so they draw 2 sideboard cards. That's pretty good, but that's not the end of the world. We're going to be A-okay here, I think. Yeah. So, not cracking the passage, because I want this all to happen first. Time to draw some CADs. Okay, let's do this. I have black in my hand. Let's get another blue source, I guess. They got those in the wrong order. Nice. Okay, this doesn't do anything. So be it. So let's go passage here. I guess I could get another black source. I could get the white source as well, but oh. Then never mind. Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna Wail and play Archaeologist here. Let's actually Archaeologist first, because I can Wail and take any card, whereas Archaeologist can only take non-creature permanent. Okay, that's fine. Do this. Look how quickly we can fill the yard again here. They can't see what I'm taking here. Yeah, I've got another Archaeologist in hand, so I'm just going to take Terror Tide. That's going to be 2 more permanents in the yard. Unlucky mills, though. We did mill 2 Squirming in the first, like, 10 cards there. That's always annoying. But anyway, now I can double block a Bronco. And I can Terror Tide this whole crew. I can also play this with all the modes. So we're right back to, yeah, having any big thing in our yard come back here. Oh, very interesting. Oh, lucky draws. Sure. Big 5. Yeah, my opponent had to have the multiple sideboard cards there, but we also didn't hit a big thing, which is a little bit sad, because that's also part of the plan there, but usually you do end up hitting something large. They only have 4 cards left. I think I'm just going to Terror Tide here, right? Oh, I don't have double black. Right. Okay. Yep. Could have played Archaeologist first again here, but I want to see if I can find a... man. Okay, put those in the yard. And then I'm going to leave a Prankster here. Pass. They need another sideboard card to save them. Or else Atraxa might make a return very quickly here. Yep. Big swings. Okay, turn off their card advantage here. Take 3. Deal. Got this Terror Tide waiting for you, homie. Ooh, there's a Squirming. Never mind, we've got a portal to a portal to Phyrexia. Yikes. All those sideboard cards. Not good enough. Bonk. Oof. Oof. Let's play this. Play another one of these. Yeah. We're gonna start reanimating Atraxa on my upkeep. You need to kill my portal right now. Okay, they still got 5 cards. This could be a game still. Depending on what they have. They could have something spicy. But if I untap with Tidebinder, it's almost gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be unlosable. Mid-range creatures, perfect. I wonder what they're sitting on over there. It's weird. I'll take an Atraxa though. Kill Atraxa? No problemo. I'll find more. Lums. I don't even need to sweep here. I should just leave up Tidebinder. I could Squirming back something, but I don't need anything here. Why don't we just chill? Our hand is so stacked. I could Archaeologist. I could Lumra. I have 18 cards. They've just got a bunch of go for the throats in their hand. Do I still have it? I took out the Jace, didn't I? See, this is what I mean about Jace. I kind of need Jace sometimes because, yeah, I'm an idiot. I forgot. I've said this many times, but against the black deck, they're such an attrition-y deck that... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Screw it. Get infinite mana here. Okay, 14 cards in the yard. I don't know if we have any more basics. I have 1 left. So let's crack one of these Fabled Passages on upkeep. And I've got my Restless Reef in play. They've got 39 cards, and I've got no Jace. Ooh, look at you go. Too bad Glissa doesn't blow up artifacts. Nice. Random Gix's command. Don't understand. Oh, I guess, yeah, because they want to blow up Atraxas and stuff, so it makes sense. Kill the thing with the highest power. Yeah, duress me. I have a portal in play. This game's over. Atraxa? I don't need to take anything here. Take a bit of triumph. Draw. Main. Pass? I'm not going to do anything with Reef in case they have a removal spell for Atraxa. Sure. Now the graveyard doesn't matter, so I can flash this in. Oh, I was supposed to crack my Fabled Passage. I forgot. No. No. GG. That's mid-range. That's how that match goes. I'll see you in the 5th round? No, we're 3-0. I'll see you in the 4th round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round numero 4. We win the die roll again. Playing great today. Winning those die roll. Wow. We are getting lucky. This is the nut draw, and I've had it, I think, like, I don't know. I want to say at least 2 out of 4 games in our last 4 games, but yeah, I've had this draw a few times now. It's nice. I need a black source, but that shouldn't be too hard to find. I mean, I can't mulligan this. So having one with the multiverse is a little bit annoying, but if I find a black source early enough, we'll be in great shape here. Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, buddy. God, I love playing against discard decks. With this deck, it's... Now that I did this, they're like, oh, shit. Why am I making... All my discard is bad. No. Oh, they say nice. Thanks. Yeah. They know exactly what I'm talking about. That is ugly. Look at that graveyard. Oh no. Opponent's in trouble. I'll discard one of these. I can flash it back out of the yard. There's the black source. Oh no, it's a turn 3 Atraxa. It's a turn 3 portal. Does mono black ever get portal off the battlefield? I don't think it's possible, right? Let me think. So I'm gonna be casting. Founding's gonna be casting Squirming again next turn, right? So what if I put they can't get portal off the battlefield. They can blow up enchantments now. They can't get a portal off the battlefield. There's no fucking way. It's gotta be portal. Turn 3 portal. Easy. Go. On the play. See, but this is what I mean. You dump all your hand, and this is why Atraxa is so good, they say there, yeah. Well, you made me discard. I mean, that's on you. Don't be playing disc. Oh. Oh, honey. Let's Atraxa here. Oh no. Oh lord. Oh goodness. Oh no, this is... They say nice. I'm just gonna mute you now. It's not funny anymore. Oh goodness. Oh, this is bad. What? Oh, I don't have enough? Really? Okay, whatever. Let's put Lums into play. That sucks. I thought I had 8. I pulled Portal out, but then... Oh, but then I pulled Atraxa out and I had 7. That's why. Whatever. This game's over. Oof, what a beating. Yeah, it's turn 4. Go. Heesh. Heesh. Let's just go to game 2 and get those stone brains or whatever you've got in here. You die now. I gain 7. And then I lose 2. Yeah, that guy's cool. Wait a minute. Damn. Oh, I can't mill here. That sucks. I guess I'll do this. Rude. Take 17. Yeesh. Don't need this Atraxa for free. Alright. I mean, we had the nut draw. I said we're going to be able to do a turn 3 Atraxa here. And then I got lucky. I drew the black source. I don't know how lucky that is. We were like 20-30% to draw a black source or something, but sure. Oh. Whatever. Okay. Game 2. What is Mono Black gonna do against me? What can they possibly do against me? It's gotta be artifact-based graveyard hate. Leyline of the Void could also be an issue. Either one of those things, we've got Frill back, right? If it's an enchantment like Leyline of the Void, or it's an artifact like Soul Guide Lantern, Stone Brain, you know, whatever, I want Frill back, right? Tidebinder not bad against that stuff either, but Tidebinder doesn't do anything about Leyline of the Void. So I think I'm gonna go Frill back over Tidebinder here. And again, like for Archeron and other players who are trying to figure, like get like who are learning about sideboarding, one of the this is what I mean. Like we're not just putting in cards because they might be good. We're thinking, what could my opponent bring in? What exactly do I think they're going to bring in? And then what counters that the best? In this case, it's Frill back over Binder. If I was playing against the black-green deck like I was in the previous match, and they brought, I assume they're going to bring in Frill back, then it's the other way around, and I bring in Tidebinder, right? Because this won't shut off another Frill back, but this will. This won't shut off a Leyline of the Void. This will. So against my mono-black opponent, I think it's pretty clear what we're going to bring in. They are playing a low-to-the-ground creature deck. I saw multiple 2/2s here. I wonder if Malicious Eclipse is good, and Terror Tide. Probably, right? I'm going to cut a couple Wails. Probably got one with the multiverse. Actually, one with the multiverse and portal, they just can't get rid of, can they? Jace could be good here for the same reason it was good against black-green. Like an attrition-based deck usually has a lot of ways to answer my big stuff. So they can just like, I can reanimate this stuff and they just go for the throat, go for the throat, go for it. And I keep reanimating, but if they have more removal than I have reanimation, I could deck myself, right? I think I'm going to take out the Wails. I don't think I need these Wails. So let's run it with just triple Frillback Eclipse and see if we can crush him here. The Demon wait for Fate? Why? Diversify. Oh, because of Stonebrain or something? I think it's okay. Even just a Portal. If Portal or one with the Multiverse hits, that's probably a GG. I can keep this on the draw. But I don't want a Valgavoth because they've got Lilianas and stuff. They're going to have all this like sacrifice shit. Dude. Oh my god. I guess they don't have a choice, right? You really can't be playing stuff like that against me. But they're mono black. I mean, what are they going to do? I don't know. I don't know what... they don't have enough sideboard cards to side all this out. Yeah, and they just have to do this because it's their main plan here, right? Sure. Could have discarded 2 lands there. I'll hold off. Could play the Founding here, but let's give it a second. I can play Bitter Triumph for free here off the Founding next turn, so we're not, like, losing on mana. Yeah, sure. I could toss an island right now. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I will. Another permanent in the yard. This comes back, but it's stunned. Okay. Now I will Founding. And I'm going to go on Chapter 1. I know they can't mess with this. Plus, keeping 2 cards in my hand means I don't lose life when they power up the talent there. This guy's... It's an interesting card. It can be really good against some decks. Some decks are really going to struggle to beat this guy. But he dies to everything, right? And then if he dies again, he doesn't come back. If it had no counters. So if you even put a +1 counter on that guy, he doesn't come back. Okay, there's the Squirming. So I'm just going to wipe this now. And no coming back for you. And then I Squirm. Oh, I've only got 5? Oh, I'm 1 short on the Lumra? No way. Oh, that sucks. I could... Oh, that's brutal. I could bring back Frillback and blow up their talent. Oh, I'm 1 short? That is brutal. I did side in another Terratide, so 2 Terratides and the Bitter Triumph is just ruining my permanent count here. Damn. What? Return a creature from the graveyard to your hand. Dear God. Okay. Ran. It's Ran. So should I just sweep then? Or should I squirm back the 3/3? My opponent's chirping again. Please stop. I kind of want to eat that bandit's talent. And then I get a 3/3 that they can't even attack through. Should I just Terratide? I'm just gonna Terratide. Yep. Okay, they have 1 card in their hand. Hopefully they make me discard. Because I want to get this in the graveyard. Any Founding of the 3rd path, any Squirming Emergence off the top, and I immediately get Lumra, and then we're off to the races. But any mill card would be great. We've still got 3 Squirmings in our deck, 3 Foundings. They're scrying on main phase. Okay. Thought they'd level up that talent, but maybe not. But wait for Fate. I like what you're thinking there with the diversifying, because if you are expecting to play against something like Stonebrain, if they're going to bring in Stonebrain against you, or like Deadly Cover-Up, okay, maybe we just hardcast one with the multiverse here. What the hell? Drawing a lot of lands? I was wondering when you were going to do that. Oh, man. If it has what? 1 or fewer cards in hand. Oh, so they didn't draw off that? Okay, more stuff. Hey. Okay, I am going to play this land, even though it's going to cost me 2 life, because I want to cast One with the multiverse next turn. Oh, they got a token. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I go down to 4. Drew a few too many lands off the top. Let's see. Might still be able to get out of this, but if they have a Go for the Throat in hand, then I might die. I go to 4. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, Atraxa on top, Portal on top. Anything relevant on top? Archaeologist. Let's rock it. Oh my god, Atraxa's the next card? God damn it. And of course it's gonna get milled. What on this is unlucky. What are you gonna do? Sure. Brutal draws. Yeah, could have won the game with that a long time ago. Dear God. Okay, we had to get very unlucky to lose that one. We drew about 5 lands in a row there, and it got to the point where we're hard casting one with the multiverse. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, all my sideboard choices are good here. They all feel great. I'm gonna run it back. Purrington, how you doing? Yeah, the pickpocket. That's what won the game. Sure, let's go with that. It was Tiny Bones. Foundational. He's a load-bearing skeleton. Oh man. Oh man, come on. Not like this. Yup. Okay. Okay, let's find a mill card here, please. Looks like my opponent doesn't have any graveyard hate, or I don't know, maybe they didn't draw any, but I could get this going immediately. I would like to do it before they, like, duress me or something, right? I'm gonna wait 1 turn. Doing alright? Nice. Lazy day. Nice. Oh, well, everything's going great until just now. Hey, Torf, what's up? What? I don't get it. Oh, I hope that doesn't trigger the YouTube bot. Ooh, 3 permanents in the yard. I like that. Okay, now I definitely can set up the Founding into Squirming on turn 5. Menace means I can't block this idiot, but... Why do they care what's in my graveyard? They have... Well, Pickpocket can't do anything. They can only take something out of my graveyard if they can cast it with Pickpocket, which they can't. Sure. So I could reanimate the Arc. They left in Cut Down against me. Like, what? Am I... What? What's happening right now? They left in Cut Down against me. Okay, let's do this. There's an Atraxa. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. You know, if you're playing the mono black deck and you line up against Squirming Emergence, you try and cut as much of your discard as you can, and then definitely cut stuff like Cut Down. That's crazy. I don't think you can play cards like that. I want a Wrath here, I think. Instead of Squirming. Just clear this board. Oh, they're chirping again. Mute. Okay. Atraxa will come down, refill our hand here. That should be pretty good. Yeah, you got it. I'm going to Atraxa first here. I want to make my land drop, and I want to see what I draw before I jam anything here. So I'm not going to third path. Yep. Atraxa turn 5 is a little slow, but we'll be okay. Harvester seems good. One with the multiverse is interesting, but I'm going to take another Founding here. And maybe a tap land. Wastes, Blooming Marsh Forest. Yeah, let's get another Darkslick here. Okay. So let's go Founding. Let's just start on chapter 1, I think, for now, because I don't really have anything else I need to Squirming yet. But this sets up a Squirming in 2 turns. Out of my graveyard. So if they kill Atraxa with a Go for the Throat, we've got a guaranteed Atraxa coming, and then I just need to spend the intervening turn dealing with their board. I think we're gonna be okay though. This guy has to damage me. Deals combat damage. Whoa, what the shit? You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh my god. What does this say? Draw a card. Mill 4, dude. Okay, well, you lose. I thought this was gonna be a real game here, but you decided to play that idiot. Okay. GG's, I guess. Last time I checked, Thassa's Oracle not legal in Standard. Oof. Good game. What are people doing? What is happening out here? If you're going to play a card like this, you've got to be playing a way to deck your opponent. If you reduce us both to 5 cards in library, and I've got a Founding about to mill 4, it was about to tick to chapter 2, you can't do that. Wait, what? How many cards are they playing? They're playing 80 cards. Welcome to the events, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go to the last round here. We're 4-0. See you there. This is a little sketchy. I'm on the draw. I'm going to keep this. I've got Bitter Triumph on the draw to help slow them down, and then maybe get the Terratide off of Prankster. You know, fill the yard, sweep. I just need to find lands, and that's the only awkward thing about Prankster. It doesn't put lands in your hand, same with Archaeologist. Wail is the only card that puts lands in your hand, so drawing a Wail would be fantastic. I would play that on 2. Drawing a Founding would be amazing too here. Opponent's thinking. Ooh. Dimir Tempo. So, lucky die roll for them, because they're a tempo deck. They're definitely wanting to be coming out of the gates quick here, so... see what they've got. Saving the Bitter Triumph for a Gix on turn 3, of course. I'm expecting them to pass with 2 mana up here and then play Fairy Mastermind on my end step, which is fine. I'm not going to fight over it. I'm going to kill that Gix on their turn. And then if they don't play Gix, if they play around removal from me, then just end step by Prankster. And wow, they don't have a second land. Oh, you lucky bum. Lucky. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, there's no way they're paying mana on their mate. What? Okay, never mind. I don't know what's going on over there. I take back everything I said. Okay, I'm still leaving this up for a Gix here. I've got Fable to get me green, so now I've got Squirming Emergence. As soon as I draw it, I can slam it. So I need to start filling this yard so that I can capitalize and just slam Atraxa immediately. I'm going to Bitter Triumph Atraxa out of my hand here. Oh, interesting. Okay. If they leave a Fairy Mastermind, no Gix, huh? Well, in that case, I'm not going to waste Bitter Triumph on this idiot. It's just Pixie, and hey, if they want to counter this, great. No, I'll take a Wail, though. Beauty. Okay. I'm just going to crack this now. We've got 4 permanents in the yard. I'm leaving up Bitter Triumph still for the Gix here. I could play Picklock, but that's worse than Triumph. I want to get these Atraxas in the yard. We've got 4 permanents. Atraxa is going to make 5. Getting very close to a Squirming already for Atraxa here, right? So, let's see. Also getting close to fully powered Wail. Oh. It's something. Okay. This is an interesting deck. Is it Gix now? You gotta go for Gix at some point. These are not good enough. That is a weird one. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Okay, good. They oblige me finally. Okay. I take 3. Any land? If I get a black land here, I'm going to sweep. No. I think I just want to leave up Bitter Triumph again here. And then next turn, I can Wail plus Picklock. I think that's better. Let's pass. If they don't play another Gix-like card, then I'll just Picklock on end step, and we're fine with that, right? Yep. Again, Picklock mills Squirming Emergence here. Bam, we've got Atraxa next turn. So, unless they have counter magic up or whatever. Let's see what they play. I think I can take 3 here. I don't care about killing these things. And you might say, but what? You want to get Atraxa in the yard? No, no, no. We have an Atraxa in the yard. Ah, this... I think I'm... Well... I would love to draw another black source. I don't know if I'm going to hit a black source here. Should I Picklock? Obviously, I need to kill Shouldered. I think I'm still Picklocking here. Yeah. Stomp on upkeep. Yeah, really need to find, I mean, I've got Wail up now, but I really need to find a, oh, come on. Squirming Emergence here. I think I might just play Prankster. I'm pretty sure they have cut down here. I could Wail, but I don't want to Wail either of these guys. Like, this guy's got flash. This guy makes a map when he comes in. Just force them to use one of their cut downs here or whatever. That's better. Need to find a black land. So I should Wail here now. Look for... I should have probably Wailed just to find a land last turn. Yep. There's the cut down. Yeah, I probably should have just Wailed to make sure that I... Oh, that's lucky. It didn't matter. We had to tap our black mana to kill Sholdred, so not finding a second black here is pretty rough. Can I find a second black mana, please? Or a Squirming Emergence. Oh, coming into play tapped. I've got to kill Gix. Yeah, let's play Fairy. I'm going to kill this. I'm going to kill this before they can untap. I feel like letting them untap with a counter spell is worse than... I know they're going to kill my Prankster. There's nothing I can do about that, but I can sweep now, right? Anyway, if they have a second Gix, I should wait till, you know, combat, kill their Gix. Now they can play another Gix, but I think the upside of playing around a counter is higher than them, like, you know, playing around them having a second Gix. I think it's, or third Gix? Yeah. That's much less likely, the third Gix, than it is that they have their first counter spell, right? So I should play around the counter, not the Gix. And if they don't have a way to kill this guy, then Picklock's a great blocker here. Surely they have another removal spell. It's probably a go for the throat, though. I'm definitely going to sweep now. They should put this on Plume Creed Escort, if they are going to crack the map. Let's see if they do it. Yeah, with Gix. Yep. Bloodletter. Oh yeah, they're going to have Aklazots in this deck. Not the Bloodletter, but the actual Bat God, probably. That's one of their big finishers. Sure. Terrortide should be good here. Yeah. So I could Wail, and then if I find a black land, I slam it, but I think it's a little too risky. Just do this. Now what? They have no creature land. I get to double Wail here. These are fully powered up as well. This should find us a Squirming very quickly. I've already halfway through my deck. I haven't seen one yet. So 4 in the deck still means I have a very high chance to draw one. 11% off any top card. Looking at the top 3, 11, 11, 11. That's 33%. No, that's not how that works, but you know what I mean. There's a Squirming Emergence. Is it Atraxa? Is it Lumra? It's got to be Atraxa here. Finally. Squirming taking its sweet time here. Can pay for your Phantom Interference, friendo. Uh-oh. You have a negate? Nope. I think they have a go for the throat here, which is not going to matter. Yeah. Ooh. I'm not going to need 3 mana here, right? I think I'm going to take Underground Mortuary. Blue, blue, blue. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I don't need 3 mana. Let's go Mortuary. I feel like they have Go for the Throat here. Don't need that. So I could go Founding into Wail, which is obviously great, but I think they have Go for the Throat, so let's just do this. I think they might have a counter alongside Go for the Throat. Let's let them Phantom Interference this if they want. I don't want to bait with Founding here. Yeah, they have to have Phantom Interference, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's a Mastermind? Never mind. Anoint with Affliction hitting the bin. I guess I'll get a Fabled Passage. I want to make a land drop next turn. Atraxa can go to the yard. This gets white. And now they've got one unknown card, the top of their deck, and Preacher. So I imagine the last card, the card that they had in their hand before they drew alongside Preacher is very good. It's probably Aklazots. That's what I'm guessing they have. And then whatever they just drew off the top could be anything, good or bad. You know, okay, it's a land. I think that last card in their hand is very good, the one alongside Preacher. Or it's a dead removal spell, because they discarded this, which is dead, so that doesn't really tell us anything. If they discarded a good card here, then we'd know this is a really great card. But they discarded a dead card. I still think that's a card they want. Or that they're going to use soon here. Yeah, can you kill Atraxa? If you can't, this game's over. If I get one swing in, if I make contact with Atraxa, this game's over. Yeah, you should probably bin that. That is not doing much right now. I would bin it. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah. Good call. Dimir midrange is a tricky match because they have counter spells and discard. That can really mess you up, but they need pressure. They need to back up their disruption with pressure. If they don't have pressure and all they're doing is like duskly or deep cavern bat you, and then they're hitting you for 1 in the air, you know, that's not enough. 1 in the air, 2 in the air, like we took that all game and it wasn't fast enough. The red-based aggro decks are fast enough that they can kill you before you do your thing, but this Dimir deck is closer to mid-range than it is to aggro. It's a tempo deck, so it's on the aggro edge of mid-range. You know what I mean? If the mid-range category is spectrum, there's mid-range decks that are very controlling. There's stuff, you know, more halfway between aggro and control, and then there's much more low-to-the-ground mid-range decks. Oh, okay. Nice top deck, you lucksack. Dear God. Okay. Yeah, pretty lucky draws from my opponent here. But that was a top deck, we know. But, or no, sorry, that was their last card, not top deck. That was the last card. That's what I expected, is something good, right? I should just Squirming Atraxa back again. I mean, what are they going to do here? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. Founding. Into Wail. This is nasty. I'm gonna go Founding into Wail again here. And, oof. Can't play a third land here. Let's just take Squirming. I already played my land drop this turn. I could just play Fairy as a blocker on 4 life. You know what? I am gonna play Fairy as a blocker here. I don't need to bounce this. I'm not interested. I was just gonna play Founding into Wail, make them discard, look at the top 3. But I don't need to do any of that. Let's just put a blocker so that if they top deck Liliana, I can't lose my Atraxa here and we're fine. Like, that seems much better. Yeah, they can't beat that.
Finish him!
So close, Bruno. Perfect. Behemoth. Yeah, exactly. Play Lily, or play Fairy there to play around Lily. Shut off another bunch of outs that they could potentially have there to eat Atraxa. Because as long as Atraxa sticks, again, if I make contact, if Atraxa touches you, there's no way they're getting back in that game. If a 14-point life swing happens, they're not winning that game. Not with small creatures, right? Okay, Jace is not great here. Let's just Eclipse and Terratide are great. I think this is the match where Valgavoth could be very good. I don't think they play Lily. I saw Preacher, I saw Gix. I'm pretty sure their 3-drops are all creatures and stuff. There's no way they're going to sideboard a Lily against me, right? So now is the time. Let's bring in some Valgavoths here and see how this goes. I think Valgavoth is going to be basically unkillable because all of their removal is spot removal. Urtai and Go for the Throat and, you know, obviously the small stuff there. They're going to cut down. They should cut the cut downs and, you know, maybe Anoint with Affliction is going to go as well. That small removal is garbage against us. But the big removal, like Go for the Throat, Bitter Triumph if they play that kind of stuff. I think Valgavoth probably just is unstoppable here, right? Yeah, I think it's going to be very good versus blue-black. So I'm going to shave 1 with the Multiverse, and I'm going to shave a Lumra here. I don't even know if that's right. Maybe I'm going to cut a couple Whales. So we've got Terratide still. We've got Harvester. I used to play 2 Harvesters. The matchup used to be much better. I kind of backed off of aggro a little bit, the anti-aggro stuff, because aggro kind of stopped seeing a ton of play. Like, Tidebinder's good. You can always make an argument for bringing in Tidebinder in every single match. It just always has targets in everybody's deck, because every creature that people play at the high levels of Standard is ETBing and doing something, triggering and doing something. Like, creatures have so many abilities now. But I think I'm going to leave it in the board. Let's just bring in the Sweepers and some better win conditions. Well, not better, but like harder to deal with win conditions in Valgavoth. And see how this goes. See if Valgavoth... It's either Termus, I think it's this deck, or Jeskai Control. I think those are the two best decks in Standard. And I think aggro is the other leg of that stool. The three kind of rock, paper, scissors, or not rock, like, this isn't a rock, paper, or scissor deck. This is an outlier. It's the combo deck. But I think Control, the best like late game deck is Jeskai. I think the best, like aggro, some of the best aggro decks are the best decks in the format. Might be the best. But I think in that top echelon is aggro decks. I just don't enjoy playing aggro, so I'm not playing them. But hey, if I was going to recommend a deck to somebody, Gruul aggro is insanely powerful. I would probably play something like that. But it's everybody knows it's good. Everybody's got sideboard cards for your aggro deck, and I'd much rather play a deck that like tries to sidestep the metagame and play, like this deck. If you don't have Graveyard Hate, you're finished. You're done. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You have to be super, super low to the ground to kill me, or you have to have Graveyard Hate. I like forcing opponents to be in that awkward position, because a lot of decks aren't aggro enough to kill you. And if they aren't playing a Graveyard Hate and they aren't aggro enough to kill you, your win rate is like 80% against them. Look at all the mid-range decks and Domain, and a lot of them play Graveyard Hate actually as well, but it's still not enough. Obviously, this is an awkward hand. If I Picklock into a Bitter Triumph, I'll be very, very happy, but... I think I'm going to mulligan. This is much better. This is the nuts right here. These two cards in your opener, you never mulligan unless you have one land. If you have two lands and a blue source and you've got these two, I just keep every single hand that I see like that. Yeah. So let's go Underground on one. Ooh, another Prankster. Yeah. Permanents in the yard. Better than fourth land. You don't need 4 lands, you just need 3. Yeah. Oh, they get my Founding. That's pretty lucky. Oh no, they're gonna take my Bitter Triumph, right? They have no choice here. Otherwise I just kill the bat. So they take Bitter Triumph. I get to Founding Pranksters. Insane here. And again, even if they take Founding, I can still Prankster or kill their bat. So this is beautiful. I have turn 2 plays for days. I want to see your updating just that. I just did. Space Lug. We talked. So I'm just wrapping this up. This is the last round of this event. Then we're going to switch it over to Jeskai, do another event, I think. So we'll be on that very shortly. Yeah. Yeah, Jeskai is great. And I think it's very well positioned right now. I love the Caretaker's Talent decks. I think Jeskai is the best Caretaker's Talent deck. Better than Boros for sure. It's the evolution of the Boros deck. And I think the mono white decks don't have good enough win conditions. They're too slow at closing the door. And what other decks play Talent? What else have I seen? I think I've seen Abzan tokens decks and stuff, but those are so far off. They're so far out there. I don't think it's happening. Okay, here we go. Yeah, like they take Bitter Triumph. They don't really have a choice. Picklock, baby. Show me what's in your vault. There's a Squirming. Okay, so now I'm milling 4. If I mill an Atraxa, we've got a turn 3 Atraxa here. I just need to mill Atraxa and 2 other permanents out of the top 4 cards. Unless they have a counter, or they have another bat, like, they could interfere with us here. But, yep. No Gix, because they know they have to leave up counter magic. I love it. They've got a counter spell, this means. No big things to reanimate, unfortunately. I've got 7 permanents, but yeah, nothing I want to bring back, which is fine. I think I'm gonna go Wail. Look at the top 3. Now they can counter this if they like. Doesn't really matter. Next turn we're going to go to chapter 3 on Founding, and I can cast this again. And if this resolves, then we'll have enough permanents in the yard to when I recast this. Ooh, that's rough. I really want the Bitter Triumph here, but I actually am going to take Founding. So I can flashback Bitter Triumph now if I want, but I can also flashback that Wail, and it's now fully powered, right? Sure. Yeah, because I want to find a land drop for next turn, right? I didn't see a land in the top 3 there. Oh, okay. Tap land isn't the greatest, but I'm still going to do this. It's so insane getting all 3 modes here. It's kind of weird, obviously, to bounce the bat, but it's better than bouncing the fairy when they have all their mana up, right? Anyway, we've got a Squirming. Once they burn these counter spells that I know are in their hand, are they gonna... Yeah, Wail fully powered is probably worth countering, right? Phantom Interference or Negate? Oh, it's an Urtai. Ooh, that's pretty good. That'll give them more pressure here, but I get to draw a card. Do I find an untapped land? No. Ugh, awkward. Okay, I would have loved an untapped land there, but okay, we've got Squirming next turn, hopefully. I haven't seen a cheap counterspell out of them yet, so if this is all they've got, Malicious Eclipse would be an insane draw, or Terror Tide. Do they have just running Urtais here? Let's see what happens here. More Urtais? Urtai's legendary, so they're not going to be contributing lethal to the board by playing another Urtai here. They do have a Restless Reef, though. If they play an untapped land, I'm looking at lethal. Okay, let's Picklock, see what we find. Ooh, Valgaboth. Okay, so now we have a huge thing to reanimate that they probably can't kill. God, I would love to get Portal in the graveyard. And I've got enough mana to pay for Phantom Interference next turn, so let's see if we can survive this turn. And see if Valgaboth is good enough here. They are taking their time. Okay. Kill my Prankster, maybe? 3, 4, 5, 6. Put us to 4. Yeah, we're dead if they find an untapped land, and they have a removal spell here. See if they can do it. They had to play this game, so pretty good. They had some good pressure. That's not good enough. Okay, if they had the removal, they would have played it on my end steps, so they need to top deck, I think, here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. If they have an untapped land and fire up the Reef, I block the Reef, I take 8, go to 2, and then I put Valgaboth into play. And see what happens. This is going to be interesting. They might still be able to kill me, but I don't know. Yeah, who knows? They could have Liliana. They could have Sholdred's Edict. This is why Valgaboth, I don't know. I'm still, even against blue-black, it's like, this is Arena. People play all kinds of weird stuff. Oh, wow. Is that it? Oh, if that's all they're doing, oh my god, I'm very happy with that. Okay. Okay, I mill 4. There's Malicious Eclipse. Okay, Let's see how good Valgaboth is. I've been very down on this card. This is the match where hopefully it's good. I mean, I don't know what else they could have here to... I mean, they could have a counter spell, but if they don't if this thing sticks, if it lands on the battlefield, I don't know how they're going to beat it. But, you know, Sholdred's Edict or whatever. Could be a thing. Liliana, sometimes. I don't know why you would ever side Liliana in against a Reanimator deck, but people on Arena do things all the time that I have no idea. You saw my last opponent, Doomsday Excruciator, mill myself with a founding trigger on this, you know, next turn. I don't know. Either you have a counter or you don't. You can't let this resolve, right? If they have a counter, yes. What is the hold up, bud? Okay, so now we get to Malicious Eclipse next turn off this founding and wipe the board. That sucks. They ended up having a random hard counter. I didn't think Dimir played 3 steps. I think most builds don't. But usually it's negate, stuff like that out of the sideboard you've got to worry about. It's nice not caring about D-Stroke and Phantom Interference. Phantom Interference is the one they play main deck. But post-board, they'll have negates and stuff. Oh, they could have the permanents to stack. Oh, I don't even care, though, actually. If they spend 4 cards to deal with Valgaboth, I think that's still fine. But you're right. They could sack their entire board, basically, except 1 card. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we're going to Wrath here, so it should be fine. Unless they have more counter magic. The problem is they keep having to leave up counter magic and they can't kill me because they have to leave up counter magic. They're not playing anything to the board here. I don't have a Terror Tide. I only have an Eclipse in here, right? Yeah. And Bitter Triumphs. Ooh, now we're going to see an Alpha Strike. There you go. That sucks. Because Malicious Eclipse is... it's not going to wipe a Gix here, sadly. I could Squirming back the Valgavoth here. That's another option. With Founding, but then I can't sweep. It's close. What is the holdup, dude? What is, like, these are tough. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to block the Urtai. Because I want to keep my Prankster. It doesn't die to Malicious Eclipse, and then I can block Gix after this, right? But I think I'm going to Malicious Eclipse and then get that Bitter Triumph off the bat, and then just leave up Bitter Triumph. So I think it's pretty clearly Malicious Eclipse here. I would love to Squirming something back, but let's Eclipse. I have enough black sources to play this, and my Bitter Triumph once I get it back in my hand. My Picklock doesn't die here, of course. And then we're setting up for an Atraxa very soon here. I'm going to discard this portal to the Bitter Triumph, of course. Let's get a blue source, and I can pass. I could kill Gix now, but I'd rather leave a Bitter Triumph for, you know, this keeps the Restless Reef off my back. Like, they just can't activate Reef if I've got Bitter Triumph in my hand. Here we go. Blockers. Bitter Triumph. Counters? More counters? Boy, they've had a very good draw this game. Nope. They knew I had that, so they're getting it on my hand. Now what? Removal? Counter magic? They had counters, they would have played them by now, right? I mean, they don't know I have Atraxa? Dear God. I have to slam Atraxa here. I mean, if they have a counter, they have a counter. There's not much I can do. I'm going to go for it anyway. Because if they don't, I probably win. But I'm pretty sure that's what they're sitting on. I don't know what else you could possibly have in your hand that you wouldn't have cast on their turn. Like, if it was... No? Okay. Tidebinder? Oh, it's Tidebinder? Okay, that's fine. I'll keep my 7/7 here. I'm fine with that. They're going to have to chump this thing eventually. 2 cards left. Still gotta kill my Atraxa to get through. No, I have no more water. I need water. Or beer. Swing, baby. You swing with all of them. You don't... No. Okay. This is insane. Is my opponent really gonna let me have Atraxa back? Yeah. Yeah. This is very interesting. If they... Oh, boy. You're not going to mill... Are you going to mill me? Oh, my God. My opponent's nuts. I'm going to block here. If I draw any removal spell, I get to crack with Atraxa, and that's going to be GG's. Yeah, nice duress. Okay. Lums. Okay. Lums is not bad here. Go down to 14 cards. No big deal. Super ramp. Woo! No attacks. 2020 Lumra! You better make sure she doesn't connect. Do I have any lands in my deck still? 1 island. I am going to crack and get island here, I think. How many permanents? 13 in the yard. Okay. So I don't need to mill myself anymore. What else is in my deck? I've got Picklocks, 2 Squirmings. That's all I need. That's good enough. And 2 Atraxas. Yeah. I don't think I can lose this. We'll see. They've got to sneak in 5 damage somehow. They can only activate 1 land. I've got 2 insane blockers here. They need unconditional removal to deal with either of these. No attacks? Deal. Okay, let's get our last island. Our last basic here. Don't want to draw that. Oh, come on. Alright, Lum. They're going to activate Reef and block. No attacks. Valgavoth, hard cast. Go. Oh, you have a counter spell? Come on. Now you top... They didn't even draw a card. Ugh, douchebag Urtai's back. Okay, Urtai, okay. Sure. Still have 2 Squirming Emergences. That will make a return. Man, we are drawing ass here. Okay. Go ahead. Dear God, can I draw Squirming Emergence for Portal? There's a go for the throat. My opponent top decking like a champ here. Just need them to draw lands, but they haven't drawn a land in like 4 turns. Uh-huh. Or did they? I don't know. I know they had 5 land forever, but they might have just drawn one recently. I'm not sure, but lots of action somehow. They drew a couple cards off Gix, but that was it. I don't think they drew any other cards here. Yep. Still no good attacks, just with Mastermind, that's it. 11 cards in our deck. They can wreck us with Reef here, with the stupid Reef triggers. So I've got to end this. I need a portal. Or Terror Tide? Or Atraxa? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do this in case they top decked another counter spell, but who cares? Do it anyway. I have to lose the creature anyway, so I'm gonna die if they do have a Tidebinder, even if I don't attack, right? Ooh, no Tidebinders. That's pretty good. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I heard you like portals. That'll bring back Valgavoth next turn. Negate. Pretty lucky top deck there. No big deal. We've got more Squirmings. I think I'm just gonna hard cast this. Sweep their board. And then I've got Bitter Triumph, so I'm not gonna discard the land. I've got Bitter Triumph to kill their Reef, because I'm in the danger zone here. They could definitely try and deck me here. That's what they're gonna try and do, I presume. They're at 12. I'm very close to killing them here. They've got to be careful. I have 12 damage on the board. If they go for that Reef... Oh boy. 2? They're exiling 2 cards from my library? I think that's GG, right? They can't win now. Oh, they hit Lumra? No, they hit Squirming Emergence Picklock. Okay. Yikes. Squirming's interesting here. They can bring back Urtai? Boy, did they ever get lucky. They hit my last Squirming in my deck. I guess I only have 7 cards, but oops. 5 left. That is obnoxious. Yeah, you are lucky. Gonna get Urtai back, I presume. Make me draw another card. So what do I have left in the deck? Terror Tide, Atraxa, Lumra. Lumra I can't cast. I have one more Atraxa? Yeah, they're gonna have to kill Atraxa here. Ah, fuck. Maybe I should have killed Gix. Fuck's sakes. I can't believe they hit my last Squirming. My opponent had to get very, very lucky to win this game. Dear God. They're milling themselves for 4. Why wouldn't you just play that as a body? Oh, that's super weird. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Man, that is so lucky. Jeez. I need to save the Triumph. And I draw land. Are you kidding? I have Atraxa still in my deck. What the fuck? That is insane. I can't believe we're going to lose this game. My opponent had to draw the exact, like, perfect combination of cards here to try and steal a win from us. They had to mill the right cards. They had to steal the right cards. They had to draw the right cards. They did it all. Boy, that is very lucky. Okay, yeah. I have one Atraxa still, but I have only 3 cards in my deck. I've got to kill Restless Reef. I'm at 3 life. All they have to do is activate Gix again, I think. I'm dead. So maybe I should have killed Gix, but if I don't kill Gix, then they kill me. Or if I kill Gix, they kill me with Reef. So I'm just dead either way now because I didn't draw Atraxa earlier. Or they had the exact, they had the negate. They had all these things exactly at the right time. That Gix hitting a Squirming was crazy. I think I won that turn if they didn't hit a Squirming there. Yeah. Okay. They figured it out. Lucksack. All right, let's see if we can crush this opponent. As you can see, it's a very lopsided match. Even the tempo deck, I think, struggles to beat Squirming. They have to get lucky. We have to get unlucky. That sucks. Not killing Gix was a mistake, but then the Reef kills me. The swing from Reef wouldn't have killed them. They would die on the crackback. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. So maybe I could have killed them until still milled 4. 3, 2. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's probably it. I always forget about Gix's other ability because it's so terrible. Like, it never does anything, right? They looked at the top 2 cards out of 7. Out of 7 cards, all I needed to have them not mill was a Squirming. That's the only thing, I think. Nothing else mattered there. If they got Atraxa, it wouldn't have mattered because they had no mana to cast anything. They could have put all the cards in their hand. I would have killed Atraxa, and then we would have hit them in the air with Atraxa, right? And Menace with the other guy. It had to be Squirming. 1 out of 7, and they hit it. That's annoying. Maybe they played well. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think they had to get lucky. There's nothing they could have done differently. That I mean, they could have played worse, but they didn't like skill beat me with skill there. I think it had nothing to do with skill. They had to get lucky off the top multiple times. They were in top deck mode multiple points that game. Meanwhile, we had a lot of action. We were like, our graveyard was stocked the entire game, so that makes almost everything in our deck live. Founding, Squirming, like all those cards just immediately put huge monsters into play, right? The portal was going there. They randomly had the negate for the portal and on and on. It's like, oh my god. Anyway, I fucked up. I should have killed Gix. Yeah, I think that was probably my mistake. I didn't realize till I had passed the turn and they had exactly 7 mana. They played a land and did it, and I'm like, what? Okay, keep. Should be easy. Founding and Picklock in the opener here. They have to have a turn 1 duress. Let's see if they find it. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, ugh. When they're so far, like my life total was low, but like on the board and the things I was playing, they had to like draw, go for the throat, into counterspell, into removal spell, into Urtai, like they had to draw over and over really effective answers to what I was doing there, and they managed to keep doing it like over and over. That was good. That was good draws by them. But with half their deck still in their library, a lot of that stuff, I don't know. I think our deck, you might say, oh, but you found your last Squirming. It's like, yeah, but we looked at 50 cards in our deck. Like at the end of the game, one player's deck is at like 10 cards left, the other one's at like 30 something. I think the player who looked through more of their deck probably drew more of their outs and everything, and should win the game. I don't think it's getting lucky drawing the 4th Squirming if it's your 11th card left in the deck. I don't think that's getting lucky, but if you've only looked at the top 20 cards and you found 3 of your 4 sideboard cards, like that's what I mean, that kind of stuff. Okay, I can take this. I don't know. Maybe Picklock is better than Wail here. I'm not even sure, but if I mill something good, I might be able to. Well, I might be able to reanimate Lumra if I draw Squirming here. They have to decide if they're going to leave up a counterspell or play a threat. Their 2-mana threats all have flash, so I presume they're going to play a threat on my end step here, but maybe they duress me. That doesn't matter anymore now that Founding's in play. They probably have to duress me to make sure I don't have a Squirming already in hand, but no? Okay. I'll mill 4. No Squirmings in the yard. Okay. Let's dig. Want to counter this? They're wasting a lot of their clock here, too. We've got to be careful. This is game 3, though, so only 1 more to go. They might be able to win in 7 minutes. Who knows? Esper Legends is awesome. They missed lethal? You had 1 blocker, you lose because he can't read. Game shouldn't. Why? Why did he have lethal? Yeah, I was expecting him to full swing as well, and then he didn't. I was wondering what was going on there, but yeah. Anyway. I always say that opponents are lucky. Oh, I don't always say it. I only say it when they're lucky. I say it when I'm lucky, I say I'm lucky. When I'm not lucky, I say I'm not lucky. When my opponents are lucky, I say they're lucky. It's just calling it like I see it. I think you're only tracking the times when I say they're lucky, Stinol. You're not hearing all the times I say, wow, that was a lucky draw. Oh, we drew this off the top. That's great. Let's play this. All right. I've got the Eclipse for these idiots. Damn it. I only have one black source? This is fucking brutal. So I'm gonna find... If I find another black source here... Yeah, let's just do this. See if we can find a black source off the top. And, or I don't know, they counter this? No, they're letting it resolve. Jeez, that sucks. I have 2 green. I don't want to play... I'm going to play tap land here. But I do want to get to double black. I'm just going to play Prankster here. Let's see what happens. No Squirmings yet, huh? Okay. Like, it's just a numbers thing, right? Like, again, when I get to 30 cards in my deck and I've already gone through half my deck by turn 5, not seeing a card that's a 4 of is a little unlucky. Like, you typically... You're playing 4 of them because you want it in your opening hand. But not seeing it in the top half of your deck, that doesn't happen that often. That should happen less often than having at least 1 or 2 copies in the top half of your deck. So those kind of things, like that's luck, right? But it happens over and over, so it might sound like, yeah, I'm saying that a lot, but it's, you know, would have killed me. That's what I thought, Termis. I thought they were going to swing and I thought at one point, I'm like, why didn't my opponent Alpha? They only attacked with Urtai, and I just blocked Urtai, and I was like, wow, that was great. Was that the turn? Was it lethal? I thought they could put me to 1. I think they could put me to 1, but... Yeah, animate land. I block the land, and I take 1. I go to 1. I think that was the math. I don't think it was actually lethal, but... Okay, that was a great draw. So my opponent is leaving up there 3 steps ahead here. That's why they're not playing anything. Let's get the second black source. I can attack. They can't counterspell Harvester of Misery here. They can Tidebinder it, but that's it. So I don't have to play anything here. Let's just pass. If I play Malicious Eclipse, I can't leave up Bitter Triumph, so let's just pass here. Double black means I have double Bitter Triumph up, and or, you know, Harvester Triumph, whatever. Some combination, 2 out of 3 of these, right? Anyway. I did die? Okay, see, I wasn't sure. I thought I did the math and I went to 1. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Ooh. So I could kill something now. They go for Gix. Yeah, I'm gonna let this resolve. None of this matters yet. They need either to kill my creature, or if they play a Gix and swing all, you know, then I want to respond, right? Let's see. Yep. No Gixes. Cycle. Okay. Not sure what's going on over there. Now we have 3 black sources next turn, so next turn I am going to go for the Eclipse. Yep, it doesn't matter. Waiting for the Gix. They're waiting for 5 mana to go Gix plus negate, maybe? I don't know. So they can protect their Gix? I mean, I have multiple removals, so it won't matter, but... I want to get this portal in the yard. Okay, that dies. I don't want them taking my Eclipse here, so let's just do this. I could have let them take something. It doesn't really matter, because I'm going to kill this no matter what, but... Yeah. Feast your eyes on that. Oops. Uh-oh. Any Squirming Emergence and I'm slamming a portal here or something insane. Atraxa, Lumra. I have my yard fully stocked here. No need to kill anything else. Let's go Eclipse. See the negate. They've been saving this. Nope. Okay. Could have attacked first, but they know I have the sweeper, so I'd rather not. Actually, I'm not even going to play this land. I want to discard that to Triumph, right? They know I have the Eclipse there, so if I attack with Prankster, they double block, and then it's awkward. I lose my Prankster, or I have to Bitter Triumph, you know, 2 for 1. And no, let's just Eclipse there. I don't care about 1 damage. That way I get to keep my creature. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Squirming. Founding. Anything off the top. Lumra would work. Founding. Do I have a Squirming yet in the yard? I don't, do I? Jeez. Okay. Well, let's go straight to chapter 2 then. See if we can mill one. There it is. Okay, so we've got Squirming for Portal next turn. I think a Portal on the board is... Well, they have Tidebinder. They could shut off a Portal. They know I'm going to slam it. Should I slam? If I slam Lumra, Tidebinder kills it. It actually just kills Lumra. If I slam Atraxa, they can Tidebinder. I think it's Portal. I think it's Portal here. And there's an Archaeologist to find me another Squirming. Perfect. Oh, they can Tidebind this trigger if they want. Yeah, it's probably better, right? Yep. That's actually fine. Because then I think Squirming Emergence stays in the yard. Yeah, that'll stay there. Beautiful. Okay, so let's find another Squirming, please. No. Okay, I'll take 3 lands off the top, I guess. 22 left. Let's see. What are we talking about? Urtai, Tidebinder, Flyer? Yeah. Streaming about things people watch. If someone was looking to start streaming... Sorry, I missed that message. Tiber? What would be my recommendations? Yeah, you pick a game that you love. Who cares what other people want to see? You have to love doing it. If you're not enjoying the game you're playing, or you're not into streaming whatever you're streaming, you've got to change. And stream some... That's what matters, not anything else. Oops. Squirming. That was a lucky draw. See? That's me getting lucky. That said, you know, Terratide would have been good. Founding would have been the same thing here. I could have drawn still a bunch of other stuff that finds me more cards, but finally, drawing a Squirming there. That was lucky. I'll take an Atraxa. Another Tidebinder? Very lucky. Okay, so my opponent getting lucky here. Oh. What? Oh, that's much better than Tidebinder. Okay, there's another Squirming. Okay, not a great draw there, but... so let me see here. I go straight to Squirming and I slam Atraxa, right? Yeah. I could Lumra, and then Lumra... I can just hardcast Valgavoth the next turn, but... I think I'm going to get Atraxa. Atraxa's better. Atraxa just fills us up again, and then I can do whatever I want, right? Yeah. Yep. GG! Alright, we go 5-0. They were running out of time, too. They're playing too slow. But, yeah, opponent made a couple mistakes there, I guess. They could have had lethal one of those games earlier than they did. Yeah, they ended up winning the game regardless, right? So it didn't matter, but they did have lethal there, I guess. We get those points. Nice. So we've got 20 play-in points now. We get another 4. And that'll be good. We'll do an event, and I will record that for YouTube. So 20 play-in points for the next qualifier play-in event. I've got to go look it up, but we're going to do another event probably soon. So stay tuned with Jeskai Control, perhaps. I will see you there. Thank you for watching. Peace.